Okay, but before we get going, I just want to reassure you that absolutely everybody can feel and experience auras. Okay, it is not just for certain people, everyone can. For some people, it might come quite easily and naturally, and others have to develop it as a skill. And so by implementing these 4 tips that I'm offering you, you can get this ball rolling and you too can feel and experience auras. And if you're a veteran at this, this can help you to expand that ability. All right. So this time around, we're going to start off with feeling, like feeling, sensing, feeling and sensing your aura. Okay. And it begins by feeling and sensing energy, because your aura is energy. It's 7 layers of energy around you. I'm going to show you a very simple exercise. Probably you have done it already, and then relate it to your aura. Okay, so first we need to feel energy. I want you to take your hands and rub them together vigorously. All right, rub them together vigorously, about 20 to 30 seconds. You want to build up heat. You want to build up some friction in your hands. I can already feel it there in my hands. Go as long as you need to. And then stop and place your hands in front of you, palms facing one another, about the length of a ruler. That's about 30 centimeters. I'm just going to back up a bit. I can't back up too much because I have this cord hanging here on my phone. And begin to feel the energy in between your hands. And by moving your hands back and forth slowly, you will begin to see where the outer edges of that energy is, top and bottom and on the sides, but just start at the sides. And how will you notice this? Because if you move your hands too far apart, like for me, it feels like that energy ball just dropped. It's like, oh, that was too far apart. Okay, so let me come back together. There's the energy right there. And if I come too close, now I feel like I'm squishing the energy, like I'm squishing a ball. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. So here's where it is for me. Find out where it is for you. Okay, good. Now you can experiment with the energy. And with your command and your intention, just say, all right, energy between my hands, expand. Now automatically I feel my hands moving. I'm not pushing them. I'm not controlling. We're right about here now. Excellent. And I'm going to say, all right, energy between my hands, contract. I can feel my right hand moving more quickly than my left. That's okay. And we've contracted. All right, so experiment with that. Really get a sense of feeling the energy. Now, how does this relate to your aura, right? The aura is an energy field around you. You can begin to just place your hands around your body to see where your aura is, right? You'll get a sense. You'll get a sense. Oh, yeah. Very nice. And this is about feeling, sensing. Oh, I sense it's here. I feel it's here. So I know sometimes people are working on their visualization skills. They're not able to close their eyes and see the aura, but this is a good way of feeling it. All right. If you have a pet in your home, you might want to try it with them. If you have someone in your home or a friend who says, yes, you can try it on me, then yeah, go ahead and experiment on other people. Now, the second tip I want to give you is seeing auras. And what you need for this is a candle. Now, I only have a tea light. I only have a tea light right now. But what I suggest is that you get a pillar candle, a pillar, white, unscented, and light it. And then just stare into the flame. Now, honestly, as soon as I start staring into the flame, I see the aura. And then very quickly, I call it a halo, right? Other people might have another term for it. but it's like long. So the aura I see is smaller, and then I see like this halo around. And this is very easy. Most people, when they stare into a flame of a candle, will see the aura right away. This particular exercise and the one I showed you in the earlier video about putting something against a white wall, very, very easy and very effective. Okay, it'll be really encouraging to you, like, yeah, I saw the aura. Now, just as an extra little tip while we're looking at the candle meditation is beautiful. All you have to do is light a candle and stare into the flame. You become hypnotized almost. It's like a trance, but it's very calming. So if you ever need to just calm down, relax, you're looking for some peace or just move into a state of neutrality, by doing a candle meditation, by staring at the flame, works. It's very effective. Okay, that's just a little bit of extra information. Good. Now, I do want to talk about the upcoming energies, but before we do that, with just a little bit of recap, because I've talked about it before, I want to remind you all that I'm doing these aura videos because coming up on Sunday, January 31st at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, I am hosting online a clean and repair your auric field energy process. Okay, so it is important for us to take care of our aura at all times, just like we take care of our body, we take care of our emotional needs, we take care of our thought process. We need to take care of our aura as well. And especially at this time, when we are at this really peak moment in Earth history, world history, the history of humanity, to have a highly functioning optimal aura around you is so beneficial. For not only will this aura deflect any slings and arrows that may come your way, it will also help to attract to you the people, the resources, the situations, the information that you need to navigate life on planet Earth right now, to manifest what you desire in the world and in your personal life. And from my experience, my own personal experience, which I talked about in an earlier video, but also, I have worked with a lot of people over the last 16 years. To some degree, everybody can use a shine up of their auras. Whether you have rips in your aura or tears. Some people had gaping holes and wounds, which I did. I spoke about that in an earlier video. Maybe your aura is dull, or you have other energies that are attached to it, shadow that's attached to it, even things like hooks, right? Hooks, hooking you, connected to your aura. And we're going to address all that in the energy process. There is a link below. You can find out more information there about the class. Sign up is there, and just general information about auras. And I invite you to join us. Plus, also for everybody who does my classes, you get a replay for 2 weeks, but also an MP3 download. Okay, you do it yourself, you download the MP3, and then that way, moving forward, you have this class in your video library that you can pull out at any time that you feel you need a little extra aura boost. All right, now, energy update. Really, the most important events coming up are the 2 that I have talked about at length before. I've done videos and blog posts, and I'm going to do one more blog post. I hope to have that up in the next 24 to 48 hours. So the first event is, and I'll put links to the blog post below. The first event is March 19th, 20th. We have the Mars and Uranus conjunction, and this has a great potential for some volatile, explosive energy, a lot of unrest, aggravation. I likened it I think in the blog post, as to a small child in a store that is hot and hungry and tired and just doesn't want to be dragged around anymore, falling on the floor and having a temper tantrum. And this energy may show up in your life. It may show up in the lives of people around you, likely on the world scene. Okay, so that information was for the world scene. So this is just information for you not to go into fear. It's like a weather report. It's like, ooh, the energy could be a little bit funky on those days. So I'm going to equip myself. How do you equip yourself? Well, having a optimal aura is really good. But also you raise your vibration. You raise your vibration. You remain in a state of consciousness. So if something happens around you, right, you can observe it and then respond in kind, consciously. All right. And then on January 21st, this was the other date I wanted you to note, it will be 1 month since the solstice and the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. Remember the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction that is kicking off a 20-year period in our lives, but also a 20-year period in world history. This is really big. It is going to unfold. It's going to unpack probably over the first 2 or 3 years. But often 1 month after a significant cosmic event, people who may have not experienced anything on the particular date will begin to notice the effects of the seeding of that energy. So I want you to be mindful and aware and observant around the 21st that Jupiter-Saturn conjunction energy might start to show up or give you a clue as to how those energies are going to be working with you. What is going to be changed? What is the transformation, the big one, over the next 20 years? So I have asked people just to really be mindful from about the 18th to the 22nd, the 23rd, that there are going to be some really big energies in play, and use the energies to empower you and fuel you. And you might be thinking, well, how do I use volatile energy to fuel me? Okay, well, that's a big energy. It's a big energy. If you approach it from the perspective of whatever shows up, I'm going to use that to fuel what I want to create. I'm going to use that big energy to take action towards what I want, rather than have a dramatic meltdown scene. Okay, I'm going to use that Mars, Uranus energy, Mars the warrior, Uranus, big surprise, quick changes. I'm going to use that energy not to bring me down, but to take action steps, to really get motivated and get going. The choice is always yours. And now, equipped with this information, you're going to make good choices just for you. All right, everybody, links below. Please also let me know if you try out these exercises, what your experience was, which ones really worked for you. Like we all have our favorites that we like. And if you have any questions about auras, please ask it and I'll address it in an upcoming video. All right, everyone. Ciao for now.